Come and get it.
A little while ago I uploaded a video on how to put footwell lights in the front of the car by tapping into the stock footwell light wiring. So in this video today what I'm going to be doing is going over taking that wire and bringing it all the way into the back of the car so that you can put footwell lights in the back as well. This is a really simple process and it won't take very long at all. It's essentially just splicing into the wire up next to the light just here and bringing it all the way into the back of the car there. So with that said, let's get to it. So basically we'll start by getting the wires that you've got. Oh, as you can see, they're a bit dodgy. They don't want to, they're not going to play nice. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is tap into the wires at the front. We're just going to cut them more or less, and we'll wire up the, we'll splice in the wires that we're going to bring down through the trim into the back, and from there we'll be putting the LED strips in the back. I'll come around here. So from there we'll be putting the LED strips in the back here, and that way you've got mad footwell lights through the whole car. I've pulled the wires for the strip in the front on the passenger side off. I'll just do the passenger side in this video because it's the same process again for the driver's side. And if you still haven't seen the front one, check here, and that'll take you to the front one. That'll tell you where you can find the stock footwell lights. So what we'll do is we'll pull these off now. I'll pull the trim out and get this wiring and measure it up for the length to go into the back there. I'll measure the wire out, and from there into the back here underneath the front seat. It's only just over 1 meter long. It's not very long. So I've cut 2 wires now, and I'm going to get those, and I'm going to feed those up through the trim where they're going to need to be, and then through underneath the side here, up under the side of the seat. That way when I get the LED strip and throw that under, I can easily wire it up underneath the seat, tucked away nice and neat, so that way we don't have wires hanging out like they are here, and it'll be nice and hidden and look awesome. Just a quick tip before doing this, before feeding the wires through the trim, decide which one you want to be positive or negative, whatever, it doesn't matter. So say I want this one to be positive, and then put a bit of tape or something else to mark it on each end of the wire. That way when you feed the wires through, I can go, okay, this one here is my positive one. That way you don't get it all mixed up later on down the track and have to pull the wires apart, put them back together repeatedly until you work out where you screwed up. The way I'm putting the wires through the trim is just up here, this kick panel, or whatever you want to call it, this side panel here, it ends just up in above the bottom of the glove box. So I've put the wires through the top there, pulled the side out and stuck my hand up in there and just grabbed them, and now I'm just pulling them through until we've got about the length that I want. That's about right, because the wires for the footwells are just there. So then I'm going to get these, feed them through until we get to the side here, whenever they want to cooperate. And then I'm going to get them, and I'm going to push them underneath here, and then go around the back, and I'm going to grab them from underneath and pull them through.
What we're going to do now is grab our LED strip, and we're going to stick it up under our seat. This bracket right here is perfect. It's nice and flat and smooth, and we can stick the LED strip along the length of that, and that'll hold it on there nicely, and it'll help it project light straight out from under the seat into the footwell.
the seat obviously slides backwards and forwards on the railing. So that's why I've cut the wiring so it's
because what I'm going to do to allow for that extra movement of our LED wiring is run it through here, so that way it can run all along through this plastic cover, and it'll keep it nice and tucked away and mint, and no one will accidentally kick it out or anything like that.
Now that the back is all wired up, what we're going to do is grab the LED from the front, the wires for that one, the wires that we've pulled through from the back, and we're going to wire them all up together to the stock LED wiring, and with that we should have mad LED footwell lights all through the whole car. Obviously just repeat the same process again on the driver's side to get footwell lights in the driver's side. Just throw our trim back in and we're going to have ourselves awesome. There we go. Oh, actually, once our trim's in, there we go. We've got footwell lights in the front and the back. For the driver's side, you just follow the same process again, but obviously on the other side of the car, you can tap into the wires up above the accelerator and then just feed it through the trim down on that side. Exactly the same again, through the side of the seat, up in underneath it, like we did with this one, through the side, up in underneath it, and the result is footwell lights through your whole car, and it looks awesome. I've actually found them incredibly useful at night time. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out the rest of the channel for more how-tos for the FG. I'll see you in the next video. Fucking pricks. Flying around making noise and shit all day. MH90's new helicopters that they've got over at 5 Aviation on the RAF base here in Townsville. Useless French fucking things. Anyway, where the fuck's the camera?